Sorry for the first sound, Sorry for the first sound. So let's go. Sorry for the first sound.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it, and they are safe. The Bible says that anyone who calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. My brother, come. My sister, come and call on the name of the Lord. He is with you. Only what you are giving me, our time
All right. We thank God. Yeah, this is what welcome back, everybody. With my Dio Martinez, Monique Baker, Brighter Fella. God bless you. Share the video for me. Let somebody be blessed. Alicia Westby, God bless you. Collins Nana say SCB bless you.
The Lord is waiting on you. Those who run to the Lord
Shall be saved.
shall never ever be disappointed. My sister, my brother, his arms are wide open. He's waiting on you. They who dwell in the secret place of the Most High
Shall abide
shall abide under the shadow
of the Almighty. And this Smith, you are blessed. The Lord bless you. Antonio Fosa, welcome back. Teresa, bless you. believe you have been enjoying the series and teachings you have been having. Zimmerman, you are blessed, you are lifted. Kobe, may I bless you. Amen, Zimmerman. God bless you. Kobe, are you in South Africa or where? Kobe Mayer, are you in South Africa or where? Oh, thank you, Lord.
Acts chapter 1, verse number 8, verse 6. The Bible says that in the last days, I will show my spirit to all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy, and they shall see visions. There is a cry in my heart that my words cannot express. There is a yearning in my spirit that I cannot communicate. Spirit, hear the voice of my heart and pray to the Father. Spirit, pray. Pray to the Father and Apostle. Spirit, pray. Pray to the Father. Shalabos to the Father. Shimano Ikana. Suprane Kankoke Ikrakosa. Yes, Lord. I said there is a cry. cannot communicate. Spirit, hear the voice. My heart, pray. Spirit, pray. Spirit, pray to the Father.
Come on, let's go. Are we ready?
Lifted me on my feet. Pray to the Father. Spirit, pray right now to the Father. Pray to the Father. See the proto, sake the pata, and the tombroko, merita. Yes, Lord. There is a place deep in the world. There is a place that my heart longs for. There are
Realms of the Spirit
realms of the Spirit beating on me. Spirit, hear the voice of my heart and
pray to the Father.
Spirit, pray, Spirit, yes, Lord. There is a place deep in the world. The Bible says that the deep of
Amen, Zimmerman.
my heart longs for. There are realms of the Spirit
Beating on me.
Spirit, hear the voice of my heart and pray to the Father. Right now, Spirit, pray to the Father. Pray to the Father. Spirit, pray to the Father. Pray to the Father. Sakinu Pano. Mentonege Makoti. Spirit, take control. Take control. Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost.
Spirit, have your way. Now listen to this very carefully. It may come as a surprise to some of you, but hell is dominated by a bureaucracy. Hell is dominated by bureaucracy. As chaotic as the underworld may be, people have identified a hierarchy and distributed specific jobs to each demon. As in the case of angels, the hierarchy of demons include different demon ranks, attributes, and domains to rule over. So demonologists use various characteristics to organize demons into a tablet that illustrate their standing in hell, their special powers, and their pet sins. Included in the hierarchy are demons popularized by the Bible and those brought into the mainstream by books and movies. Each one serves a specific purpose, and many are the twisted mirror image of an angel in heaven. Different demonology scholars and religions categorize the demons in different orders, but their motives and vices remain much the same. Clara, how are you? And Gatoni, bless you. Let's see this. Let's arrange them in a certain order. Let's arrange them in a certain order. Are you ready to note down some things? Are you ready to note down some things? Let's take it from the top. When I ask something, just answer me. Clara, God is still keeping us. I'm fine. Lucifer is the emperor of hell and the demon of pride. He's the emperor of hell and the demon of pride. Though commonly confused with Satan, Lucifer is a completely different demon than the well-known adversary. In texts in which the two are not seen as the same entity, Lucifer outranks Satan and is given the title Emperor of Hell. Lucifer was the angel who originally fell from heaven after fighting with God. Please, a minute. About your video, are you following me? Jeremy Brooks, bless you. Lucifer was the angel who originally fell from heaven after fighting with God. He corresponds to the sin of pride. So whoever has pride in you, you have been infused or you have been manipulated by himself, that is it. Prophet Chris Chukwuka, bless you. So listen to me carefully. I want to take you deeper into certain things. When he was cast out of heaven, Lucifer took some angels with him who became princes of hell and maintained order over his evil domain. He is the counterpoint to John the Baptist and appears as a beautiful child to mortals. His name translates to light bringer, but the name Lucifer is not used in the New Testament, since Christ is described as the light or the bearer of light. In that text, Lucifer is referred in Anton LaVey. When we are talking about Anton LaVey, he is the founder of the Satanic Church or the Church of Satan. And in his satanic ritual, he has a satanic Bible. He stated, so the book used by this Church of Satan called the Satanic Rituals in regards to baptismal rites and black mass. So until LaVey described the two entities. Then we come to Satan, prince of hell and demon of witchcraft. Satan is the crown prince of hell who rules over witchcraft and embodies the sin of wrath. The sin of wrath. Some covens of witches use the name Satan interchangeably with Lucifer. But regardless of the name, the demon allows witches to ride on his shoulders if they call him on the Sabbath day. He appears to them dressed in white robes and has blonde hair with a normal male face. Covens who worship Satan claim that depiction of Satan as a red figure and horns are meant to denigrate and insult him. Some people draw Satan and they make him red figure with horns. So Those who worship him says that they just use that to denigrate him. Satan was used by God to test Job in the Bible. He actively encouraged a righteous man to disobey the holy word of God. He is often called upon in witchcraft for people's fertility. In this sense, he is also seen as gatekeeper of fertility. He's seen as the gatekeeper of fertility. So now I'm giving you these are the three heads: Leviathan, prince of hell and demon of heresy and envy. So whoever envies somebody or whoever speaks heresy is controlled by Leviathan. Leviathan is the crown prince of hell who represents the sin of envy. If you have an envious spirit in you, you must deal with this spirit. The reason why I'm giving you these points, how to deal with these entities, how to deal with these spirits, who to pray against, who to fight, who to battle, who to engage war with. In the Christian Bible, Leviathan is an enormous sea creature. He is an enormous sea creature that roams the waters. He is also considered to be one of the demons who used to be seraphim angels, the burning angels that surround God on his throne. Leviathan is associated with heretics, those who speak out against the faith and rules of the church. That is heresy. People that speak against the faith and the rules of the church. It is caused by Leviathan. He is also known as the gatekeeper and grand admiral of hell. That is his rank. Leviathan is used in Anti-LaVey's The Satanic Bible to represent the sea and the element of water more generally. Then we come to Beelzebub, who is the chief of staff and demon of false gods. He is the chief of staff and the demon of false god. Beelzebub, Jesus mentioned about him, the lord of the flies, rules over the order of the fly and appears in the large winged insect, which when summoned. So when people summon Beelzebub, we have people that summon him. He comes as a what? As a winged insect, a large one for that matter. He serves the sin of gluttony while also preying on human pride. In his attempt to gain followers, before accompanying Lucifer in his fall from heaven, Beelzebub was in the cherubim, ordered as an attendant of God. That was his rank. Witches routinely claim loyalty to Beelzebub, while religions have named him Prince of Devils and false gods, and his attempt to push heresy among the faithful. Some sources place Beelzebub as next in line of the throne of hell, with only Satan or Lucifer ahead of him. As hell's chief of staff, Beelzebub takes care of turmoil by demanding solidarity among Satanists to keep Lucifer's affairs in order. Then we come to Asmodeus. Asmodeus is the king of demons and demon of lust and wickedness. He is the demon of lust and wickedness. Asmodeus, whose name means destroyer, his name means destroyer, is called king of demons, even though he stands below some others in the hierarchy. Some associate him with the demoness Lilith, calling her his queen, while others dispute their unholy partnership. He is commonly depicted with 3 heads. Asmodeus have 3 heads. Blessed Victor, bless you. human, ram, and bull, and sometimes ride on the back of a dragon. According to Jewish mythology, Asmodeus fell in love with a mortal woman named Sarah, ending all of her 7 husbands on the night of their weddings. So Asmodeus married a certain woman by name Sarah, who was human, and Asmodeus ended up killing all the 7 husbands. Anybody who tried to marry Sarah, he killed them at the night of their wedding day. Billy Fryer, God bless you. Asmodeus is known for blocking married couples. That is his job. He blocked married couples from consummating their union while tempting husbands to cheat. So Asmodeus, what he does is he tempts husbands to cheat on their wives. He is the demon of lust, set on breaking apart marriages with enticement to forbidden pleasures. He was once a part of the first hierarchy of angels, those that sat at the throne of God in heaven. Asmodeus is also known as the demon of wickedness, running the gambling operations in hell while urging mortals to wantonly wager their own dollars as well. So he made people waste their money anyhow. He causes people into gambling and a whole lot. And he makes people to waste money, overspending. They spend it anyhow, unnecessarily. Compliance with Asmodeus would damn an individual to hell's second level for perpetuity. Then we come to Adramelech. Who is Adramelech? Great minister of Beelzebub, order of the fly. He's under Beelzebub and he's the great minister of Beelzebub. This king of fire assists Beelzebub, order to the fly, as the great minister and chancellor. Why is everybody quiet? I don't like this. Some demonologists also refer to Adramelech, spelling can vary, as president of the Senate of Demons. And John Milton's poem Paradise Lost mentions him as a throned demon set against the angel Asmodai. Adramelech has roots in Assyrian religions. When you go to Assyria, he has his roots. People used to worship, where he was a sun god and demanded human sacrifice. Adramelech chooses Satan's clothing for him. He is Satan's costumer. So he chooses what Satan will wear. It's often described as having a human head and upper body with the lower half resembling an equine animal or even a peacock. Peacock, bless you. Then we come to Bar Beret. He is the chief secretary of hell and demon of blasphemy. Bar Beret. He is the chief secretary of hell and demon of blasphemy. Bar Beret is the voice that whispers into the ears of the vulnerable and tells them to take the lives of others. So Bar Beret will whisper into someone's ear to kill somebody. He also enjoys blasphemy and arguments. He enjoys arguments, unnecessary arguments. And he enjoys blasphemy when somebody speaks against God, the Holy Spirit, when somebody speaks blasphemous words. The Satanic Bible states that he was previously a lord of the covenant in Canaan before Jews and Christians saw Bar Beret's worship of idols as demonic. He is in the first hierarchy of demons and the prince of fallen angels, ruling with several titles in hell. These are his titles. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Chief Secretary, and Keeper of the Infernal Archives. Anyone making a pact with Satan must have approval from Ba Beret. He can see into the future, past and present things to answer questions, and also holds the power to turn any metal into gold. Ba Beret is sometimes depicted as a warrior in red clothing, sometimes with red skin, who rides a red horse while wearing a crown. Then we come to Astaroth. Astaroth is the first prince of thrones and treasure of hell. Treasurer. He's the treasurer of hell. He keeps the treasures of hell. He keeps the treasures of hell. So he is the treasurer. Astaroth holds courts in the first hierarchy of princes of fallen angels. He rides on the back of a dragon and wields a staff resembling a snake as he tempts mortals into lazy behavior. So he makes people to become lazy. So if you are lazy, or if you see any lazy person, he is in operation. He works in hell as treasurer and guide to new demons. Astaroth is considered a female demon by witches, providing guidance in the areas of love, lust, and protection. Astaroth appears as either an angel astride his dragon or a half-white, half-black humanoid. Whatever his appearance, he is said to have exceedingly terrible breath. He stinks very well, emanating from its mouth. In Christianity, Astaroth has dominion over mathematics. He has dominion over mathematics. Has the power to make humans invisible in their search for treasure, and will answer all questions in his areas of expertise. Then we come to Very. He's the second prince of thrones and demon of impatience. So whoever have no patience, those who are impatient, this is your demon called Very. Are you here? The impatient people, are you here? Found in the first hierarchy of princes of fallen angels, Varian is known for pushing humans to impatience in their lives. Some pagans and demonologists describe Varian as a female demon capable of healing. The entity is aligned with creation instead of destruction. According to medieval stories, Varian serves under the demon Astaroth. So Varian is under Astaroth. Supposedly, Varian played a part in the 1611 possessions of nuns in the city of Aix-en-Provence in the south of France. Then we come to Gressel. Gressel is the third prince of thrones and demon of impurity. He causes impurity. Gressel is subordinate to Varian. So Gressel is under Varian. He pushes humans to commit the sin of sloth and is known as the third prince of thrones. Gressel also holds dominion over spreading impurity and filthiness. Very dirty. He brings death. Very dirty. Filthiness. So when you see people that are dirty, they don't want to clean anything. That is it. Then we come to Olivier. Olivier is a prince of archangels and demon of cruelty. He makes people to be so cruel. Olivier is in the third hierarchy of demons and is in opposition. Okay, he is a deacon and martyr of the Catholic Church. Hello. St. Lawrence, a deacon. Olivier is a prince of archangels who encourages malice and viciousness toward the poor and disenfranchise them. He's very cruel and he stands against the poor and he disenfranchises them. Then we come to Louvat. Louvat is the prince of angels and possessor of Sister Madeleine. According to the Michaelis hierarchy of demons, Louvat is the only fallen angel among the order of angels. Michael claimed Louvat possessed Sister Madeleine during the demon attacks on nuns in the south of France in the 17th century. Louvat is also referred to as the Prince of Angels. Known as the demonologist Peter Bensfield as Louvat, this demon has dominion over possessions. So Louvat will stand against you so that you don't possess what belongs to you. Then we come to Virial. He is the prince of principalities and demon of disobedience. So he causes people to become disobedient. You need to understand that every act of man, whatever goes on in the lives of person, is controlled by a demon. Any negative thing is controlled by a demon. So you must know who is fighting you, who is standing against you. So if you have disobedient children, this is it. Viria, the prince of principalities, is also known to tempt humans into acting disobediently. And pagans believes Viria has healing powers with a special emphasis on herbal remedies and can also be called upon to rain destruction upon another person. That means Viria can be conjured to rain destruction upon some people. Working in opposition, Viria encourages disobedience toward authority, religious figures, or other institutions holding power. Then we have Behemoth. He is the night watchman of hell and Satan's cook. This is the Satan's chef, the one who cooks for Satan. He is the night watchman of hell. They call him Behemoth. Behemoth is also known as the devil's cup bearer and is usually illustrated as an elephant walking on its hind legs while cradling a swollen stomach. He sometimes appears in the same anthropomorphic fashion under the guise of another large creature, such as a hippo or crocodile. Behemoth serves as a cook to Satan, which is fitting for the demon of excess food consumption and overindulgence. The Satanic Bible describes Behemoth as the Hebrew version of Satan. Then we come to Abaddon, whose name also means destroyer. If an unrepentant sinner kept another god before the Judeo-Christian God and found themselves in hell, the unfortunate soul may meet Abaddon, also known as Apollyon in Greek. This demon is described in Revelation chapter 9 verse 11 as the leader of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, known as the angel of the abyss. The word abyss means the bottomless pit, which is hell. When we are talking about a bottomless pit, we are talking about hell or Hades. As if that isn't sound for foreboding enough, the demon's name means destroyer or destruction in Greek and Hebrew. Scarier still, some say Abaddon may be the devil himself. We come to another legion, another demon by name Legion, the demon who is many. In an unrepentant sinner were to keep graven likenesses or images and find themselves in hell, the unfortunate soul may meet Legion. While you may have heard someone on 4chan mention that they are Legion, the real demon appears in the Bible, encountered Jesus at one point in his travels, taking over the body of a man. Legion is actually a group of demonic entities. The being begged Jesus to be left alone, but the Messiah performs an exorcism and sends them into the swine. We have Moloch. Moloch is the demon who demands dead children. Moloch demands children, the sacrifice of children. He kills children. If an unrepentant sinner takes the Lord's name in vain and finds themselves in hell, the unfortunate soul may meet Moloch. His name derives from the words king and shame, and his worshippers sacrifice children to honor him. In addition to making appearance in the Bible, the demon is a character in Paradise Lost by John Milton, which details his thirst for the blood of children. Moloch is depicted as a man with a cow's head who sits on the throne waiting to accept the offerings of children. So if you have children, pray against this demon so that he cannot take their lives. I don't like what you are doing. Those of you watching me, I'm talking, you are just quiet. So pray against this demon so that he cannot sacrifice your children, kill your children. We have another demon by name Ammon. Ammon is the demon with a bird's head and wolf's teeth. In an unrepentant sinner fails to keep the Sabbath day according to them and finds themselves in hell, the unfortunate soul may meet Ammon, a visually terrifying being. He is said to have a man's body and the head of a raven with cunning teeth. Another interpretation says Ammon can transform into a wolf with a snake's tail. His lineage in religious faith may go as far back as the Egyptian god Amon-Ra, who Ammon shares many characteristics with. A demon of a more benevolent nature, Ammon seeks to mend conflicts and knows all happenings, both past and future. I spoke about Adramelech. He is also an administrator. We have Cerberus. He is the Hades guard dog. When you go to Hades, he's the guard dog in Hades. He can be seen with 3 heads and a serpent's tail. This demon guards the river Styx and keeps the dead from escaping the underworld. Some say each head represents the past, present, and future, but others speculate that they stand for birth, youth, and death. Cerberus' father was a red-eyed dragon named Typhon, and his mother was half snake who ate men raw. Should you encounter this mustard spawn, bring along a lull it to sleep. So he's a dog. Cerberus is a dog that guards hell. We have a demon by name Vetis, the demon who tempts holy people. Vetis, he tempts holy people. This demon takes it upon himself to make holy people into sinners. The second most evil demon behind Lucifer, Vetis can appear in any form he likes. The demon's main talent lies in uncovering a person's most deeply hidden desire and make them fulfill it. Strangely, the demon rhymes whenever he speaks, but for a nefarious purpose, to lure his victims into turning toward a life of sin. So Vetis turn people into a life of sin. Now, almost everyone knows about succubi, female demons who seduce men and bend them to their will. But not as many people know about incubi, male demons who attack women in their sleep. The two suddenly share some similarities. Like the succubi who preys on men, incubi are demons who prey on women, and both of them desire to breed cambium, an unholy union between demons and humans. However, incubi are more than just the male version of succubus. But what exactly is the difference between an incubus and a succubus? Other than their gender, incubi have a few interesting differences. Most crucially, they were used as a scapegoat for actual assaults committed on women in medieval times that really had absolutely nothing to do with demons. Many of the devout priests in particular decided that blaming a supernatural demon was far more preferable than punishing the man who actually committed the crime. So you see, incubus used to let people become cruel, like husbands come in a way of like assaulting their wives or assaulting women. But it isn't all bleak. There are a ton of crazy facts about the incubus demon, as their legend stretches from all the way back to ancient Mesopotamia. The Akkadians called them Lilu, demonic spirits whose female counterparts were called Lilin. One such Lilu was the father of Gilgamesh, the legendary god king of Uruk, and the subject to the epic poem, the Epic of Gilgamesh. So at least one good thing came out of them. Now, incubus are violent demons that attack women in their sleep. Okay, although the idea of a male sex demon comes from a pre-biblical times, the actual word incubus first came into existence right around the 13th century AD. It evolved from the Latin word for nightmare, incubo, which evolved from incube, which means to lie on top of something. Its usage spread as the church gained more power in the latter half of the Middle Ages. Incubi, the church explained, were supernaturally demons who attacked women while they were asleep, or at least close to falling asleep. They were ugly, malformed beasts who used their power to keep the women they assault unconscious, restrained, or even paralyzed. The incubi of the modern age has received a makeover. However, nowadays, incubi are often said to be attractive, charismatic, and much more seductive than their earlier incarnations. Not their goals have changed. Making demon babies is still their first priority. So they make people to even deliver demonic babies. Do you think Adolf Hitler and the rest of these entities, Idi Amin and the rest of them, are normal? Yes, these creatures make some people give birth to them. These creatures. So you can give birth to somebody and the person becomes a natural killer, a natural assassin, a natural, nothing can change him. And such people find pleasure in committing crime. So these demons sleep with women in dreams and they cause nightmare. Succubi are malicious demons that extract fluids from men through their dreams. So if a man also sleeps and a woman sleeps with you and you release your orgasm, succubi take it. They takes it. If male sex demons exist, the female sex demons must as well. In fact, they are far more popular than the incubi and often appears as characters in popular fiction, which probably says a little something about our culture's ideas on sexual taboo. Yeah. Mate. Na me were other lines as well. Mate. Now what time there? Okay, all right. Okay. Sorry. Are you following me? The word succubus is derived from the Latin word succuba, which means trumpet. Strumpet. Succuba is derived from succube, which means to lie under. So you see the other one lies on top. This one lies under. Similar to incubi, succubi were also ugly and malformed. And only in modern times they have received a glamorous makeover, just as the incubi assault women to impregnate them. Hello? So some of the pregnancies, Jesus Christ. Some of the pregnancies of women are not real. Succubi do almost the same to men in order to conceive demon babies called cambio. So when an incubi also conceive, their babies are called cambio. They also deliver. So many men have children. Jesus Christ.
Lord, there is a cry in my heart that my words cannot express. There is a yearning in my spirit that I cannot communicate. Spirit, hear the voice of my heart. They pray to the Father. Spirit, pray to the Father. Manoto Tosaya, Oteyan, there is a place deep in the world. There is a place that my heart longs for. He's calling you to come out. There are realms of the spirit, different dimensions. Beginning on me. Spirit, hear the voice of my heart and pray to the Father. Spirit, pray to the I said there is a place in you. Yes, Lord. That my heart longs for. He probably deliverance of the spirit. Beginnings of the
Oh, am I sure? Am I having this broadcast with some people?
Spirit, hear the voice of the Lord. Right now, pray to the Father. Oh, Spirit, pray. Pray to the Father. To the Father. Oh, somebody reach out to the Father. Spirit, take control.
Jenna, bless you.
Spirit, take control. Spirit, have your way. Because sin out of Spirit, take
They also cause what we call sleep paralysis. Do you know sleep paralysis? I didn't say just listen. I always need your comment for me to know you understand what I'm saying. You cannot just be quiet and I will not know who is listening and who is not. So many men have children in the spirit world and many women get pregnant and give birth to stubborn children, useless children. All these are happening. So not all pregnancies are real. Pray you don't give birth to a demon, a demonic child. Hi, Jesus Christ. Baba. So I believe you know sleep paralysis. You know sleep paralysis. Yeah, okay. Baba. Okay, all right. All right. Okay, all right. Okay. All right. I have to rush somewhere right now, but we will continue. I believe you are enjoying it. So we will continue from the sleep paralysis. Just make sure if you are a man and you have a child in the spiritual world, go and take your son, go and take your children. Go and take your children. So that is what we're going to do. We will start from the sleep paralysis. So I have to rush somewhere right now. The person is downstairs waiting for me. So when I come in the evening, we will continue from there. I believe you have been blessed already and you are enjoying everything. I believe you were enjoying everything. So we will start from there. There's a lot you must know. God bless you all.